Hello and welcome back to Basic Yoga. Today we are going to do basic yoga into a handstand. And I think it goes well with the Yin Yoga practice that targets the Large Meridian because it runs right in the straight of the spine and up towards the neck and the shoulders and out the arms and the palms. So I thought that could go well together with a handstand practice. But it could also go so well just on its very own if you're in the mood for a basic practice into half handstand and full handstand. So you might, like me, need a wall or something that can help you, a door or a friend that maybe you would want to support of. But if not, you just come onto your mat and we will start by taking a decompression breath by using our, take that one over there, by taking our three middle fingers in towards the center, and the thumb and the ring finger is out, and we're going to put the pinky right at the top of our hip and the thumb right at the base of the floating ribs, right at the floating ribs. And from here, we're going to take 5 deep breaths, and we're gonna notice how it really holds the midline, how it really helps us to wrap everything in towards the front of the spine, and how it really eases the pressure of the lower back and kind of gives us an opportunity to find more space in the lower middle back where we can maybe pull the lower belly in to a new space. So let's see how it feels. We start with pinky in towards on top of our hip bone and the thumb on our floating ribs, and the 3 middle fingers are plugged inward. So let's take some good, nice deep breaths here by inhaling and exhaling, keeping the spaciousness and not compressing in between. Inhale and keeping the chest raised. Exhale, staying nice and tall and hugging the belly in. And inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale, growing even taller, and inhale and exhale and releasing the hands. And I'm hoping that you ignited like a little feeling in towards the core and a nice space for the lower back. Come to all fours, please. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Arch the spine up towards the sky. And hollow upper arm bones in and exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And come to all fours. Left arm out, right leg out. And we're just gonna hold it right here. Just gonna hold the arm and the leg out and lift into the space where we did our decompression breath, where we lifted a lower belly and expanded in towards the lower middle back. You might do a few pulses here with your right heel, just up and down, and kind of fire up some energy in the back of your right leg, hamstrings, glutes area. And exhale, take it back down and switch. Take your right arm out and your left leg out. And again, imagine you have your thumb and your pinky helping you to decompress in towards the lower back, pulling the lower belly in, and then from there extending even more, lifting your left leg and doing just a few pulses, toes down, heel up, and breathing and just pulsing a little bit here. Excellent. And then exhale, take back down, take downward facing dog, please. Adho Mukha Svanasana, pedaling in towards the right heel and the left heel, moving energy in the ankles, in the knees, in the hips. Flowing in your spine over to plank pose, making a nice little round spine, and then exhaling, bringing it back, sinking the heels towards the floor, and again, rolling the spine, coming into plank, and rolling it back. Sinking the heels, strong arms, rolling over to plank, and taking it all the way back again to our downward facing dog. Take your feet all the way together, right heel up to the horizon, and come up on your left toes, and then take your right leg perhaps up a little bit further if it works. Pull the lower belly in, step your right foot between your hands. Take your arms forward, pull the upper arm bones in, and take your arms all the way up towards the sky. Come up high on your back toes, lift nice and tall. Take the arms down to cactus, and then bring them back up. And down to cactus, and bring them back up. And to cactus, and bring them back up. And exhale, release hands to the floor, step it back to down dog. Come to plank, come to your knees, come all the way down to the belly. Inhale to cobra, inner shoulder to outer shoulder. Get that nice extension of the spine, of the belly, of the chest. Exhale, release, bring it back down, push back. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bring the feet together, please. Take your left leg up to the horizon. Come up onto your right toes. Press from your shoulders and down into the arms. Maybe lift your left leg a little taller up, and then step it between the hands. Arms forward. Pull the upper arm bones in. Bring your arms up towards the sky. And again, arms down, cactus. Bring it back up. And cactus, just kind of pulsating a little bit through the shoulders, through the arms, and sweep the arms all the way up, nice and tall. And exhale, release hands to the floor, step it back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Step one foot between the hands, stay nice and low, coming to feet wide apart, arms forward, Prasarda hinge, long side body from your hips to your shoulders, up the arms, palms pressing down, pull the inner edges of the feet towards the midline, bend into your knees slightly, and exhale, take it all the way with your hands and your shoulders stacked. Arch the spine up towards the sky, and bring it back to neutral. Turn your right heel in, left and the right toes out, and come up into a tall standing Trikonasana with the arms out to the side. Bend your front knee and come over into Warrior Two. Sweeping it all the way out, nice and tall. Take your left arm forward and come up into your high crescent lunge again. And sweep it all the way back into Warrior Two. Staying in that midline and coming back up, second side. Turn your left foot out, tall standing Trikonasana into Warrior Two. And sweeping your right arm over into high crescent where we were earlier, getting some nice turn in towards the hips. And gently take it back into Warrior Two, please. And come back to the center. Turn your toes, hands to the hips. Inhale, lift your chest up to the sky. Come back to center. Interlace your hands, roll them up and back, and hinge and fold for shoulder stretch. Arms up to the sky. And gently bring it all the way back down, hands to the floor. Take yourself to down dog, please. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot between the hands. Stay nice and low and extend the toes to the sky. Stay nice and low. Drink it in through the heart space and exhale. Getting in towards the back of the leg. And exhale. We'll do 2 more, making it 5 nice big flowy movements for the legs. And then from here, step it forward, come into warrior 3, sweeping the left leg up 90 degrees, toes down, heel up, arch the spine, bend into your standing leg, hinge, so you have your hip and your ankle stacked above and below each other, lower belly pulls all the way in, hands to the hips. You can stay right here. This is perfect. Maybe the arms comes forward. Exhale, release, hands to the floor, to your mat, spread the fingers, come up onto your right toes and take a one-legged standing splits, your version. Straight arms. Exhale, step it all the way back. Down dog, please. 3 breaths in down dog. Or take a child's pose if that is something that works for you. Step your left foot between the hands. Stay nice and low. And exhale, hinge forward. And inhale, drink it all the way in. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Breathe into the back of the left leg. Move energy around the hips so that the upper and the lower body can find a nice, good way of communicating. And then slowly take it back down, step it up into warrior 3 mode. Right toes down, heel up. Lift the lower belly in and up. Bend into your standing knee so your hip and your ankle are stacked above and below each other for a really nice place to stand for the left foot. Hands to the hips. Maybe they stay on the hips, perfect place. Maybe they extend out. Virabhadrasana 3, warrior 3. And exhale, release. Hands to the mat, to the floor, close towards your foot. And from here, come up onto your left toes. Press from your shoulders and down into your hands. Sweep your right leg up. And exhale, release. Step it all the way back to down dog. And let's float over to plank pose and lower all the way down. And inhale into our cobra pose. And exhale, come back down, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. We build a little bit more power, a little bit more strength by stepping our right foot between the hands. Turn your left foot flat. Inhale, arms forward and up. Virabhadrasana 1. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward. Super powerful. Extending from your hips and down. Extending from your heart and lungs and up. And there is that decompression breath. Even though our hands are not even there, we pull the lower belly in. And then exhale, release. Hands to the floor. Step it all the way back, down dog. And step your left foot between the hands. Warrior 1. Sweep the arms forward and up. Super powerful from the foundation all the way up through all of the layers. Bend your front knee. Enjoy hanging out. Pull the lower belly in. Enjoy a little heat building in the body. Left hip back, right hip forward. And exhale, release. Hands to the floor. Step it all the way back. And from here, take your feet to the hands and fold forward. And Uttanasana. Sway a little bit side to side. Release your head, your neck, your shoulders. Hands to the hips, elbows to sky. Come all the way up to standing. And we'll come back to our decompression breath, standing, by taking our 3 middle fingers in and having our thumb and our pinky out. Kind of like hang loose Hawaii, I guess, mudra. But we're going to put the pinky on the top of the hip and the thumb on the floating ribs, And then we're going to take another 3 nice deep breaths here, or just simply holding it, breathing and standing, and just it really does encourage. If you bring the lower belly in, create the space, like push the ribs up, push the hips down, and it really does help to get our tailbone, if you notice, kind of straight down in the center of the heels, like right between the heels. And it really helps us to pull that lower belly in and up, where we have a lot of power of lifting, a lot of power of moving energy, a lot of power to open pathways for the upper and the lower body to talk to each other. So we'll just stay here and take 3 breaths together. As we grow taller, as we grow stronger. And 1 more. And exhale. And release the hands down. Nice. Bring the feet all the way together. I can feel something. I hope you feel something too in the belly. Inhale, arms up to the sky, feet together. Take your palms up towards the ceiling and vacuum suck your belly in and up, and extend your heels down. Extend the heel of the hand up. Claw the fingertips. And exhale, release, bring it all the way back down. Inhale, long spine, Urdhva Hastasana, hands to sky. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, long spine. Half forward fold. Exhale, place the hands to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Come to your wall if you are working with a wall. Maybe you are floating your handstand freely in the room. Down dog. This time take the feet up onto the wall, please. Walk your hands in so you have kind of like a snugged in down dog. Step your right foot up onto your space, or have your leg floating in the air. Pull the lower belly in, push from your hips into the shoulders, down the hands, and bring energy up at the same time. Switch sides. 1 leg, feet wide apart, stretch. Left toes up onto the sky, up onto the wall, up onto your door. Pull the lower belly in. And exhale, bring it back down. Nice. And then from here, step it all the way up onto your wall for an L shape. And your hips are 90 degrees, your legs are 90 degrees, your arms are super powerful, you're hugging your triceps and your biceps into the upper arm bone. You're clawing the fingertips. There's a nice opening in the center of the palm where the breath can flow freely, Hasta Bandha. And exhale, take it all the way back down. So that was our handstand L-shaped version. Now you might do that one more time with me, or you might practice your handstand already, but let's do, if you're with me, let's come on back in and do another half with a leg up in L. So it's like a double L. And I know some of my friends are eager to kick up into handstand, so you might already be there. But here we go. L shape. First we go into down dog with heels up on the wall, and then we'll take our L shape and we hollow the upper arm bones in, and the feet are together on the wall. 1 leg comes up and we have 90 degrees, and we use that decompression, feeling it, pulling the lower belly in and really extending in towards the lower back, and that way we switch legs, and then we have this nice feeling of even energy distributing to all parts of the body, up even as much as down, and then exhale, bring it back down. Nice. Take it back down and shake your hands out, shake your hands out, and then we'll switch sides and take our Adho Mukha Vrikshasana, our handstand. So here we are in downward facing dog. You can be away from the wall, you can be close to the wall. Pick your most comfortable way. Or you are doing an L shape like we just did. Come to all fours. Hollow upper arm bones in. Pull the lower belly in, take down dog. Here is one really good form of a handstand form. The only thing that we're gonna add on is to kick our legs up for fun. Step one leg in, and here we go. We'll kick them up into the sky and take them over towards the wall and build some strength, having the hands down and the legs up. And we'll stay right here. We squeeze all the muscles of the body in, and then we'll take it back down, and then we'll kick up with our non-volunteer side. So step your opposite leg in from your previous kick and then take it up. And we'll put the feet onto the wall and build some strength and some remembrance, and then we'll bring it back down. And we take a little pause, and then we'll take handstand, and we'll do our best, and we'll try to get the legs off the wall. So here we go. Have fun with it, and we'll see how it goes. Do your best to work with that, pulling the belly in and just like holding that midline, sending energy out the legs and lifting from below and up, root to rise, from your hands up the midline and out to your toes. Breathing, clawing your fingertips. And taking child's pose when you have reached your level of practicing your handstand today. Child's pose, big toes together, knees apart, stretching the arms forward, relaxing the elbows. And coming up onto all fours, threading one arm underneath. So let's come with your tabletop position, taking your right arm underneath the left and getting a nice reverse shoulder stretch from what we were doing. Enjoying that. Right arm under, right side of the head down. You might even take your left arm behind you. And one more breath. And exhale, release. And switch to the second side. Left arm under. And slowly bringing it back up. Take your hands around your mat, scrunch it up, get the pressure off of the wrists, and take a tiger dog, or take a bent knee, downward facing dog. And release, stretch your right leg, left leg, and step your feet forward. Come all the way into a seat. And we're going to hug the knees in, heels down, toes up, and take the hands around the outside of the feet, and just getting a nice broad feeling in the back and a round spine, hugging in towards the midline, releasing the back body. And from here, extending your legs forward. Take your inner thighs wide back and apart, and hamstrings are all the way down. And then we're just gonna give ourselves a hug and round the spine, because it's one of my new favorite yoga poses. Inhale, take it all the way out and hug the different way. And it's kind of a form of Garndasana. Instead of wrapping the arms, we get a nice expansion into the back And arms out, take them up to the sky, hinge and fold, forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Relaxing your head. You can have your forefingers kind of snug right between the fourth and the fifth metatarsal, and elbows out to the side and folding forward. And gently from here, rolling down vertebrae by vertebrae. And getting a nice massage for the spine. Knees into the chest. Hands inside your legs, outside your feet. Happy baby pose, grounding the femurs. Pressing your feet into your hands and your hands in towards your feet. And release, hug your knees into the chest and extend all the way out. Full body extension. And take your hands to the side, and we give ourselves 10 breaths in Shavasana to let our poses assimilate and go where they need to be in our body and imprint and be remembered and making memories. Letting the muscles relax. Should be a nice exchange of energy in the palms. And then from here, we're going to come back to one more of our decompression breaths and taking our Hawaiian mudra again with our thumbs up and our pinkies down. And here's another form. You can take your legs a little bit closer together if they feel like they were too much in Shavasana mode. And we'll take 5 breaths here together with elongating the spine, decompressing into the spine, into the lower back, and having some nice opening feelings in all the areas of the belly. Growing tall with each exhale. And slowly release, keeping that nice tall feeling in the spine, exchanging energy, upper and lower body. And then bring the knees into the chest, and we're gonna roll all the way up to a comfortable seat. And sit nice and tall. Close your eyes. Hi, Badger. Hi, Badger. You can sit down. You might summon a pet too once it quiets down. And you're sitting down nice and tall, sitting on your sit bones, long spine, feeling a nice connection all the way from the seat, all the way up through the top of the head. Good boy, good boy. Let's take our hands together in front of the heart. Closing up our practice with an Om together. If you'd like to join me, we'll take a nice big inhale. Thank you so much, friends, for this handstand practice. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And if you feel like doing more for the arms and taking advantage of the opening in the chest and the shoulders and the back, then I do have a basic yoga with back bends, and I think it will go very well together as well as with any of the yins. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much again. Namaste. What a good boy.